Hello everyone, it's Laura here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is part 2 in a mini-series in which I'll be showing you how to make a card and its coordinating tag using stamps by CC Designs. This video will be focusing on how I made the tag, and if you're interested in watching the card video, it will be linked in the description box down below or at the end of this video. The image I'm using on this tag is from the Roberto's Rascal's Gnome and Kid stamp set, which is the same stamp set I used for the card, and I stamped all my images on some Nina Desert Storm cardstock. Actually, these stamp sets are also available as rubber stamps, but I was so eager to get working with these cute little kids that I decided to use the digits so that I would be able to get creating right away. For the tag shape, I'm using a die set by Longfont, the Tag Yorit stamp set, and I used the largest die in the set. Like I did for the card, I'll be coloring the image with Prismacolor Pencils, and I'll be creating my background with Distress Oxides because these two media look really gorgeous together. I really love this combination and I think I will be using it over and over again on my cards. As far as the coloring goes, I am working in layers and using a light pressure at the beginning and increasing the pressure more and more as I add layers and build up color. And I am shading everything as if my light source is on the top right. I will play some music now to let you enjoy the rest of the coloring process. As I've been doing lately, I will write on screen the minute at which you can skip in case you don't want to see the whole coloring. And I'll catch you guys when it's time to work on the background. I created a mask for my image by printing it again on some repositionable packaging labels, and then I cut the outline with my scissors. And now, after having masked the colored image, I'm coming in with a stencil by My Favorite Things and some white pigment ink by Longfont to create a snowy hill. To create a mask for my hill, I basically traced the stencil on some more repositionable packaging labels and I cut it with my scissors. And before moving on to this step, you want to make sure that your pigment ink is really dry, otherwise you'll end up smearing it. And also it would be wiser to start off from the background rather than from the coloring, because if at this point you mess up something, you have wasted a lot of work, especially when you use Prismacolor pencils. For the sky, I am using Distress Oxides in faded jeans and black suit, and I am trying to build up some dimension by having a lighter hand at the center and also adding the black suit only on the edges of the tag. And I am adding some falling snow by using the Snowfall stencil by My Favorite Things and the same white pigmenting by Lawn Fawn. I am building up color gradually and will keep adding it until I get the intensity that I like, and I will then leave everything aside to dry. And because when you color with Prismacolor pencils over the outlines of your images, this will be muted out, so they will be less intense as they initially were. I am coming back in with the black Prismacolor pencils and re-intensifying the black contours. If you do this, you want to make sure that your pencil is nice and sharp, because this way you will get finer lines and higher control. And in order to be more precise and avoid unnecessary mistakes at this point, I like to work with smaller strokes and overlap them a little bit. I added some shading under the little snowman to ground it a little bit. And in order to tie in this tag with the card even more, I am using the same tag by Lawn Fawn to cut some Nina Desert Storm cardstock, and I am adhering my colored up tag on top. This way this sort of binds with these little strips of kraft cardstock that I have going on my card. And finally I'm threading through some baker's twine. And that's it. That's my project for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it useful. If so, please let me know in the comments below, leave this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. You can visit my blog for the full list of supplies, and I hope I'll be back soon with another video. Ciao!